Greetings, villains, vigilantes, heroes, and heroines.
You're tuned in to Project SuperVillain. We're your hosts. I'm ArcDrifter.
I'm Killboss.
Today we jump back into another top 5 because it's that time of the month again. It's June coming up, and we've got 5 new games to talk about. Actually, there might be another one in there. I'm not too sure. Yeah, definitely is. Now, let's hop into it. Number 5, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart. So number 5 here is coming out on June 11th for the PS5. It's made by Insomniac Games and published by Sony, of course. Ratchet and Clank, it's been a long time coming. These games have always been successful games. For the PS4, I believe there was one game, Ratchet and Clank, that did phenomenally, and I think this is a sequel to that.
So, as is typical of the series, it is going to be a third-person action-adventure, you know, that harkens back to all the other releases. I don't think there were any others that were different than that.
Nope.
I'm not really an expert on the series, but, you know, I have always appreciated how awesome these games are, and their longevity can't be put into question, because clearly people still wanted this game this badly in this day and age, right? It's got that super addicting shooting and melee combat that it's always been known for. Again, it's got a huge focus on exploration, collecting, treasure hunting, that kind of stuff, finding secrets. I think it's got a lot of platforming in there too. Again, it looks like it from the trailers. Again, not a huge expert on the games, but that whole combination of all those elements, that looks like a winner to me. Like, I still need to play these games.
Hell yeah, and it looks like we've got some memorable returning characters, of course, and looks like some new ones in addition. We've got like a female wombat, or whatever the fuck. Ratchet
I don't know what Ratchet is, actually. I have no idea what kind of animal he is.
We're not big fans of the series, but we respect good games when we see them. This is clearly one of them. And this one was even pushed back a little bit because they wanted to perfect it that much more. This game's designed to push the limits of the PS5. They were quoting that the entire time they were making it and all the gameplay reviews and stuff like that. A big focus is on the interdimensional travel. So you're going to be going from one world to another really quickly, and that's where you're going to see the PS5's limits being pushed for sure. Like, hopefully you won't see any like frame drops or anything like that, but that's what's really cool, is like transferring between one giant world to another seamlessly is really the future of gaming right now. So
sounds like they're really making use of that SSD. So if all of that didn't already make you want to buy this game, definitely check out some trailers and go see. There are some gameplay reveals and stuff too. You can see what we've been showing in here. Definitely looks awesome, so yeah, get your hands on that. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, let's move on to our next pick.
Number 4. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. So, the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, this is one that I've personally been waiting for a long time since it was announced at a Nintendo Direct. It's the first time that the modern Ninja Gaiden trilogy is going to be coming to PC, so that is a huge step because, you know, we had Yaiba, Ninja Gaiden Z before, and, well, if my expression doesn't tell you what I think about that game, then just play it for yourself and suffer with me. So, we don't have too long to wait for this one. June 30th, it is coming out on PC, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and developed by Team Ninja, obviously, and published by Koei Tecmo.
So this game contains all 3 of the modern trilogy, plus their DLCs, and just to clarify, this is the Sigma version, so that is unfortunate, but also fortunate at the same time. You're a fan of the series, right? Why don't you explain why Sigma's better?
So for those unaware, if you don't know the difference between the original releases and the Sigma versions basically made a lot of quality of life improvements and added all the content and DLC together, but they changed up some of the combat mechanics and how fights work, as well as taking away the blood and the gore of the games. So, you know, it was kind of like taking a step forward, then taking another step back. They're not bad by any means, they just play differently than the originals, and some people take a lot of umbrage with that. I don't really care too much, but I really wish that even with these new ports that are coming out now, that they will put in the blood and the gore. But you know what, maybe since it's on PC, modders will be able to do that, at least with the PC version. We'll see, that would be nice. But yeah, that's the basic difference.
Now that we got that out of the way, obviously you can see in front of you, this is a third-person hack and slasher. It's a very difficult series. It always has been. It aims to offer players a challenge, and once again, it looks like the remastered versions will do so, just like the previous did. Yeah,
like even since the NES days, the series back then even was notorious for being unbeatable almost. So same kind of thing with these ones. People have said the Sigma versions are a little bit easier than the original releases. I'd have to play the 2 of them back to back to figure that one out, but, you know, I'd believe the testimony of a lot of gamers out there, especially fans, but they can also be a fickle bunch, and you damn well know that.
So yeah, again, so this is just obviously a remaster. You're gonna have your normal graphical enhancements that you'd expect, and we're gonna have 4K and 60 FPS support, which is gonna be great to see.
Hell yeah. Like, I mean, even when you play, like, some of the last-gen versions of these games, you can see all the jaggies, and sometimes the frame rate eats shit, and, like, if anybody played the original game on the 360, and you know what I mean when I say the stairs... fucking stairs, man.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all we really got to talk about for Ninja Gaiden, so let's move on to our next pick.
Number 3, Mario Golf Super Rush.
Well, look at that, another Mario game. The plumber sure is getting a lot of attention right now. But yes, Mario Golf Super Rush will be coming out on June 25th. That's coming out for the Switch, of course. Made and published by Nintendo.
Of course.
So, standard golf game in the vein of most of these Mario Golf style of games, any Mario sports games really, you kind of know what to expect already. They do have some interesting things going on though, like stuff that I didn't even expect. Like they include a wind system and they've got some special powers that you can use, and I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I mean the special powers way more expected, but the wind system,
the wind system, yeah.
Yeah, the wind system is really something that's a little bit new, I guess, to a Mario game. I don't remember if the previous ones had an intricate wind system, but it's going to make the Mario Golf series a little more realistic if that wasn't already a feature. Forgive me, I'm not a fan of Mario Golf. Sorry, if you are, that's cool. The reason we included this one, though, is because there's all sorts of new stuff. The special powers, just to clarify on that, every Mario game has had this, where
similar like Mario Kart.
Yeah, you know what? Like Mario can like light his freaking golf club on fire, and like and just that's how it works. Every character's got a different power that they can use to enhance their style of play. That really comes into effect when you see the cool modes they added into the game.
So there have been a bunch of new party modes added as well, and some of those will include the battle mode, there's speed golf, a story mode.
And there's more. Honestly, there's a bunch going on with this game. They really went all out with Mario Golf this time around, because not only do they have the basic game where you can go like up against other players, they even have online functionality. There's more modes like you mentioned, like one of the best ones, I think the main highlight is speed golf, where everybody has control of their turns, right? Like, you all go and start at the same time, and it's like a race. You have to hit the ball, get it to the hole before anybody else, and so essentially when you guys all hit the ball the first time, you're going to be sprinting to your ball wherever it ends up, and if there's people in your way, you're just going to fucking punch them out of the way. Like true hockey golf. Like, I don't even know what else to call it. Yeah, really cool. And then they're adding these features into something that's called battle mode, which is essentially like Mario Kart's battle mode, where you're all in an arena, but in this case you have to sink a ball and do it do it many times. It's like a death match almost. So, do golf many times.
Roman, do you want to come and play? Fuck, no.
But yeah, there's also like an adventure/story mode, so there's going to be like a little story going on. I guess Bowser's going to be a dick or something.
What the fuck are you going to make a story game out of with Mario Golf? Like, is this going to be like Happy Gilmore? Is Mario going to tell the ball to fuck off?
Forgive him, he's never played a Mario sports game before, I don't think. They're all the same thing. It's like, okay, someone's being a dick. But Mario's gonna win the cup anyway, you know what I mean? Like, or whoever you're playing as. That's just, it's not really a heavy narrative. But that's really all we've got for Mario Golf. Check out trailers, because I promise you'll like what you see. Actually, this game does look like it's a lot of fun for a golf game. I'm not a big golf guy, but I might be checking this one out in the future.
Okay, next one. Number 2, Necromunda Hired Gun. Oh shit, man. There's an actual decent-looking Warhammer 40k game coming out soon. I hope it doesn't suck!
Like every other one apparently does. Not everyone, but there's a lot.
You know what? Warhammer gets the short end of the stick a lot of times when it comes to big releases. Even some of their smaller ones are just really not all that great. I don't know why the license gets treated with such disrespect, but you know what? I'm hoping this time this developer can like just pull off a miracle and it'll be awesome, because we have had a couple awesome 40k games before. But Necromunda Hired Gun, that one's coming out like in just a few days. It is coming out on June 1st, digitally, for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and coming to the Steam and Epic stores as well on PC. And you'll be able to get your physical copies on June 30th. So, this game was developed by Strumon Studio and published by Focus Home Interactive. Strumon Studio actually made Warhammer 40k Deathwing, which came before this one. Was kind of meh, so, you know, I'm just hoping they learned some lessons this time.
We'll see, but this game is a first-person looter shooter. It's got RPG elements, and of course, it's going to be set in that Warhammer 40k universe, so you know what to expect with that. So in this one, it appears you can create your own bounty hunter and take on bounties in the story mode. It is a single-player story mode, to clarify, and it looks like there's going to be many weapons to find and upgrade throughout the game. With it's got a very exploration-heavy focus as well. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, being a looter shooter, they're obviously going to have a lot of stuff hidden around, and, you know, you will be exploring entire maps looking for different pieces, it looks like, and different upgrades for your weapons. There's a lot of cosmetics, too, to alter your appearance and create a truly unique-looking bounty hunter. And again, that probably ties in the exploration, because they will probably have a lot of the best stuff hidden around in different corners of the maps. The world itself looks absolutely stunning. Just everything is so like full of life, and everything is, even though it's like a dead world where a bunch of bad shit's happening, it just feels like a truly living and breathing environment. And oh man, the combat and everything, it looks so action-packed, just juxtaposed against all this awesome scenery. Again, it looks like it has really good mobility too, like the type that Titanfall 2 had. It's very much like that. I hope that it works for that style of game. I hope they didn't just jam it in there, but so far from what I've seen, it looks pretty awesome. Like that wall running and stuff and sliding around, that looks like hella fun.
Looks pretty smooth, yeah. So in this game, you're going to be getting a little companion with you. It's called the Cyber Mastiff, and he's just a robotic dog. Pretty awesome. So he's upgradable as well, and that's just, you know, it's always a win whenever you have your
Whenever you have like a pet companion, yeah.
If you can pet it, a 10 out of 10 game pretty much.
I'm pretty sure you can pet him. Like, I mean, he's mean looking, but you can pet him.
He's a good boy. It doesn't matter how mean looking he is.
That's right. So yeah, just want to reiterate that this looks awesome. I'm really hoping for the best with this game. Again, the studio has done other stuff before that wasn't the greatest, but still had a lot of potential, so I'm hoping that they've learned a lot of lessons this time and are really aiming for something that everyone's been asking for, because I'm telling you, from what I'm seeing in these trailers, as long as they don't pull a Cyberpunk and just lie to our faces, this is going to be a really, really fun Warhammer 40k game, and we haven't had that in a long time. So, fingers crossed.
And let's move on to our next one.
Surprise! It's an honorable mention! Chivalry 2!
Of course we have to have an honorable mention, guys. Like, can't just not.
Can we not do an honorable mention?
Okay, we did it one time, but that was because the month was dry. This month isn't. We have some decent games coming out, so we couldn't help but include Chivalry 2 on our list here. So, Chivalry 2 is going to be coming out June 8th, and it's published by Tripwire Interactive and developed by Torn Banner Studios. I don't know why I said that backwards, but it's coming out on Epic Store, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. So, it's going to be in a lot of places. Yeah,
basically, except for Switch.
Except for Nintendo, fuck them.
That's right.
So, if you aren't familiar with Chivalry, it's kind of that over-the-top first-person medieval combat game. It's got a very fun and goofy style about it. You've probably seen it before in gameplay clips of dudes just swinging around a sword against multiple people, and there's lots of games that are like that, but this one's definitely known for having charm.
Yeah, for real. It's purely for fun. It's just goofy, good times all around. I have never not had a good time playing this game. There's just a lot of laughs to be shared. Like, it looks like they're taking this new one just a bit more seriously, because I will be honest, some of the goofiness came from the movement in the last game. Like, it's pretty all over the place. It's like trying to swing a ragdoll around, but yeah, it's hilarious. So yeah, 4 classes to choose from this time, and they've each got their own little subclasses. I think there was like 3 other ones underneath where you can kind of diversify your skill set, so that's cool. So they have objective and TDM modes right now to begin with. The TDM is very self-explanatory. You just kill everyone else until, you know, there's nobody left, basically, and your team wins. The objective-based game mode is a little bit more in-depth. They're going to have basically multiple objectives to complete over a huge map. So basically, one team will be tasked with defending a castle or stronghold or something like that, and the other team will be the attacking force, and they will have to, you know, move battering rams up the battlefield and smash down gates and scale walls to get into certain areas in the castle or the stronghold and take care of objectives. That sounds really fun. Like, that's just awesome, man.
Just true medieval combat.
Yeah,
right,
like, it's like Battlefield Conquest, but they put it into a medieval setting. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, with like swords and bow and arrows and stuff like that. It's a really cool looking game. There's obviously, I just mentioned a couple weapons. There's multiple kinds of weapons. You can pretty much use anything, actually. Apparently you can pick up wood and stuff and just smash people with it. Just anything you can find on the ground. There's tons of extra things that you can grab. I think that's a really cool aspect of the game. You can apparently throw other people at people, so like you can beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. So
that's the dream right there, man. Yeah, basically, just like Monty Python. Like, it's a bit goofy, but serious enough, you know? It really also emphasizes team effort over individual skill in this game. So, you know, it's not necessarily about seeing how many kills you can rack up as a single person and be like a one-man death machine. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure that's very satisfying to be able to take on 2 to 3 enemies at a time and, like, deal with them just fine. And there is a skill curve in that game that will allow you to become that kind of player. But it really will reward you more for working with your team and helping them complete objectives, at least in the objective-based mode. So yeah, just goofy fun, good times, a lot of laughs and stuff, and it looks like an awesome game, a huge improvement over the first one, so we're definitely looking forward to Chivalry 2.
Let's move on over to our number 1 pick.
Number 1, Scarlet Nexus.
Okay, yeah, we couldn't forget about this game, Scarlet Nexus, man. When this game got announced over at E3 a couple years ago, I was like really excited to see it, and it looked really cool. So this game's going to be coming out June 25th. It's for PS4, PS5. Amazingly enough, I actually thought it was going to be an Xbox exclusive, but it's also going to be on Xbox One, Series X, and PC as well. Published and developed by Bandai Namco, of course.
So yeah, I had actually forgotten about this game, but then upon seeing the trailer, I was immediately like, oh yeah, this game, man, this looks awesome. Yeah, this was one that we were definitely looking forward to. Super hype, man. Third-person hack-and-slash RPG looking kind of thing. Very similar gameplay style and feel to Metal Gear Rising and Devil May Cry, especially the soundtrack, man. The soundtrack has got like this metal dubstep thing going on and really reminds me of Metal Gear Rising.
It's right up our alley, guys, and I promise you I will be trying this game. I am super excited. Like, I mean, I gotta cosplay that guy too. Obviously, you can see right here, we got that CG anime style art, like the cel-shaded graphics and everything looks really awesome. Weapons and characters look cool as hell. I'm just really excited to see more about this game. I actually checked out some gameplay not too long ago, and the combat looks hella satisfying. So I'm really excited for this one. It looks really awesome.
You won't have to wait too long because, again, it's coming out really soon. So, like, end of this month, you can get your hands on that. If you're a fan of hack and slashers and really fast-paced style of games where reactions are what matter and everything just looks stylish and cool, this is your kind of game right here. We know that we'll be playing this.
So that's it for this top 5 here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. We really, really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. Join the squad. We appreciate that as well. And you can check out the other links down below to all the other social media. We have Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff down there. We got a Reddit now too. Please. We appreciate all support.
If you want to be a part of the inner community, if you're following us on any one of our social media platforms, you are eligible to be a part of our Discord server, so just go ahead and send us a message and ask to be invited. We will send you a link, and you can come and hang out and chill and chat with us and just kind of hang out and have a good time.
Hell yeah, that's the inner hub for Project SuperVillain community, and you don't want to miss any of the cool stuff that goes on in there. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching.
Project dismissed.
Peace out.